Hey guys, we're back with SubaHibi. Last time, Tomasane woke up again, being erased. Yuki's back. We had that one CG people LARP with. Yeah, but let me shower first. I don't really care if I'm late. I'm scared. Sure. A sandwich, huh? Oh! It's the eating bread on the way to school scene! I guess I could eat it on the way. Why is this idiot carrying around the plates and cups? This would be the same time frame when, are we calling her Yuki or Minakami? I think we're calling the new Minakami and the old one Yuki. Sure. I know vitamin C is important, but you don't have to bring the tray too. Jeez. Isn't that heavy? She's a cruiserweight champion? Really? But no, she's heavyweight champion. Those must have been heavy, but that doll's eyes kind of creeped me out. Did feel bad for abandoning Hasaki for a week like that, but when you cry like that, I really don't know what to do, Hasaki. Why is she just so attached to me? Did I accidentally end up on the Hasaki route? Mamiya Takaji was her original brother after all. I'm just an alternate personality that was created a few years ago. Why is Hasaki always chasing after me? If she wasn't so attached to me, I wouldn't have any regrets about leaving her behind. I used to think I wasn't scared of disappearing, but now that the time was nearly here, I realized that there's still a little bit of fear left inside my heart. No, it wasn't just a little bit. My heart was brimming with fear, my remorse, my regrets. Those emotions at least I had to extinguish so long as I was still alive. I didn't know how long I still had left, but I couldn't wallow in my regrets. Why did you follow me all the way out here? Yeah, you don't have to put the tray in a coin locker just to ride the train with me. Sure. Nah, don't worry about it. Of course. Have I ever lied to you? I'll keep this promise. Really. He's so cool. What's wrong? I haven't? It's just school. Said goodbye to Hosky and went through the school gate. And just as I did... Huh? What is this? For just a moment I felt something. Something disturbing, like I was being pulled by something just now. Is it a sign that I'm going to lose consciousness? Ah! My consciousness was being tugged on by something. I sensed that I was on the verge of fainting. Never felt anything like it before. Is this what Yuki was talking about? Ah! When I felt it coming on, it definitely would have swept me away. Just like it always does. This must mean I'm getting a little bit of Yuki's power too. I felt it coming on, could at least resist it for a while. Took quite a deal of mental fortitude. You'd also be swept away right now. Swept under right away. Ah! What's that? Something that wasn't there a moment before. A shadow. Suddenly appeared in front of me. What the? A female Kitahai uniform. Is that Yuki then? It's not it. There were two shadows. One-chan? I see. That means these two girls are Wakatsuki Tsukasa and Kagami. This is how Yuki sees Hasaki. No, I already parted with Hasaki. Does that mean that Yuki sees vestiges of Hasaki's form even when she's not around? I'm assuming this is a scene from Rabbit Hole 2. I heard bits and pieces of a conversation, but one speaker in the conversation was missing. Does that mean my consciousness is nearly gone already? Shoot! Dang it, what's going on here? This has never happened before. Mamiya Takuji, what are you trying to do? Chatter, 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 chatter. Yeah, chatter. I opened the classroom door. The classroom was nearly black and white. Couldn't tell if I had lost consciousness already or if I was still here. I had the feeling that another personality was seeing this situation. The classroom was raucous with... Raucous? It was loud with chatter and gossip. What's going on? Faces I saw were the same as always, but something was different. They were all talking about something.
やっぱり3組のらしいよ。
なんか聞いたんだけど、他の学校のやつと一緒にだったみたいだよ。マジで？マジでそんなことあるの？超怖え。
Who's that? You don't know? She really stood out. She had really long black hair. Black? She seemed like a total bimbo. She's in the classes we got along with class 3. She had a long bob cut. One of the huge boobs who acted like she was in The Grudge or some horror movie like that. And yeah, the crazy Grudge girl. She had huge boobs. She was always alone. Oh yeah, I remember
で
her.
もさ、3組の白山くんに続いてじゃない？なんか怖いよね。
Wait, Tomo-sana doesn't even know about Shiroyama then.
でも、あれは事故じゃない。
でもさ、あれってばついこの間じゃん。怖いよね。こんな短期間にこんなことばかり起こるなんてさ。お姉ちゃん。うん。
おはよう。鏡と司。あのさ。どうったのみゆ。
So what's... So obviously we're seeing like an altered reality.
なんでそんなおざめてるの？
Which I guess she's talking to Minakami there? This is strange. Now even my perceptions are being warped. Iwata Miyu shouldn't have been able to see the twins. There's no way Hasaki was really there. My perceptions were completely warped. Should be.
おはよう、間宮くん。あのさ。
ねえねえ、間宮くん。隣のクラスに高島っていたじゃない？
Takashima? Takashima Zakuro from the next class over. The one who's really attached to Minakami Yuki. Apparently she also met Mamiya Takuji.
高島が自殺したんだよ。
What? I only met her yesterday. Takashima-san committed suicide? And by Takashima-san, you mean Takashima Sakura from the class where yeah, the movie girl, it's completely different from when I witnessed one of my grandparents die of cancer. I thought it was a human death. Maybe it was suicide, but first organize your thoughts. Really, you hardly knew her. You just happened to meet a girl on the verge of suicide. That's all the things that we need. The worst thing about it, that must be a girl. I'm not holding any grudge. I don't have a bad impression of you. The worst that truly upset me. The last thing about killing yourself. That's the meaning of the kids come down. You think you're bad and dangerous. You think about suicide. I'm holding you thinking too. Calm down. Hold on to your consciousness. Whose thoughts are these? I only met her yesterday. The moment I learned about Takashima's death, words flooded in from the world Yuki was seeing. Oh, right! Yeah, Minakami met her yesterday. My consciousness was almost blown away by the information overload. That must mean Yuki's personality, though Yuki's world was active right now inside my brain. At the very least, both of our worlds were existing in parallel at that moment. At any moment, my world could be absorbed by hers. For now, just need to hold on to my consciousness as best as I can, so that I can gather accurate information about what's going on.
間宮くんとか高島さんにたまに話しかけられてたよね。
Me?
あれ？違ったっけ？
I see. She must have thought that because Yuki and Mamiya Takuji knew her. I'd hardly had any contact with her myself, though.
だけどショックだよね。だって白山くんに続いてだから。
Shiroyama? You mean Shiroyama Tsubasa?
そうだよ。ほら、この前屋上から転落して大騒ぎになったじゃない。
Shiroyama fell? What happened to him? Did he die?
もしかして間宮くん知らないの？
When was it?
3日ぐらい前。
July 10th.
確か7月10日だったような。
That same day when I recovered consciousness after being out for 4 days straight. Was it an accident?
わからない。多分事故じゃないかって言われてる。
He fell from the roof. Knowing him, he was probably high on something or other and had an accident. Is it really just an accident? What about Takashima Zakuro?
さあ、自殺じゃないかって噂もあるけど、正しくはよくわからない。逆に間宮君は聞いてないの？
No, not at all.
話だと昨日夕方6時過ぎぐらいだって言ってた。あ、場所は杉の宮の近くのマンションだって。
An apartment building in Suginomiya. I bet rent went way down after that happened. The chatter in the classroom instantly evaporated when the teacher appeared. Of course, that wasn't because of the teacher's authority. Rather, everyone in the class simply believed that the teacher is holding the answer to the question on everyone's mind. The reason for the noise, the truth behind the rumor. In other words, did Takashima Zakuro really die? Why did she end her life? Tons of other questions in that vein. The teacher stood at the podium. All eyes in the room were glued to that one spot.
知っている人もいるかもしれませんが、昨日隣のクラスの高島ザクロさんがお亡くなりになりました。本当に残念なことですが。
Tears were forming in her eyes. For some reason, the classroom erupted in noise. The teacher didn't mention her cause of death. She still lent some credence to the rumors. Even if the death was a suicide, the school wouldn't announce it. After all, it's difficult to determine whether a death like that was suicide, an accident, or murder. Well, one of them was a suicide. The only people who knew the truth were probably the police, family, and those at the scene of the incident. So they didn't want to announce it publicly. If it were announced as a suicide, lots of people would search for the cause. In other words, whether or not there's bullying involved. But in the end, had the school made the right choice in keeping quiet? At the very least, the school had already experienced one death by falling right before this. Last one looked like a plain accident, but 2 deaths in a row would still cause rumors to crop up. Then the mass media might show up interest too, since they are always lacking real news to show. School might make the situation worse by trying to cover up the facts in a situation like this. This could easily turn into just the kind of scandal the mass media loves to dig up. Chatter, chatter. What? Again? My consciousness is... Well, Takaji was here during, like, this scene, so is it Takaji now? Chatter, chatter. Ah! Yeah. I remember this scene. Tomosari now has to read its my own invention. That's what he needs mental fortitude for that. You politicians. The reflux again. Someone else's world overflowed into my own. It wasn't the same as before. This nastiness. This wasn't the world that Minakami Yuki sees. Hatred, resentment, jealousy. A world filled with negativity. Only one man could see such a world. Mamiya Takachi. Our worlds overlapped, which meant that he was close. I have to catch him. I have to catch Mamiya Takachi. To catch him because there's something I have to do. I have to erase Mamiya Takachi once and for all. Focus your mind. Tune your consciousness so that the world crosses with his. Mamiya Takachi's world. The world that he perceives. Is this the day of their fight? Ah! Oh god. Saw his back through the... Oh god. Mamiya Takachi. This pathetic form was enough to inspire fear deep within me. When did I begin to fear him like this? There's no such point in time. The disgust I felt for him must have been born of fear. Truly afraid of this man. Of Mamiya Takachi. Which means... My foot reached him. It didn't go through him. Which meant my world now perfectly overlapped with Mamiya's world. Hey, he's trying to have a moment with the desk. I don't know if I'd ever have another chance. This might be the end. I will erase him. I had to erase him. What was that? What was that? Yeah, that memory just now. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and look at that. Make sure it's not like Zakuro naked. Okay, that is not a CG we've seen before. I mean, it looks like... Well, it looks like Kimika to me a little bit, holding Haseki hostage with the extreme ratio. Which, okay, it might not be Kimika. I'd love to see more Kimika content, but it could be like Minakami or someone. But like, it looks like they're holding something to Haseki, and like Haseki's not having a fun time. Are you ignoring me? I was talking to you. Ignoring me, huh? That's pretty gutsy.
なんで結城くんがさっきまでいなかった？
What did you say? Is there a problem with me being here?
そんなことは。
Takashima Zakuro. She committed suicide. Why don't you follow her example?
何を？
Why do you sound so surprised? Can't you just go die too? Is there anyone at all who wants you to keep on living? You sound like a girl. Pathetic. Oh, whatever. Takashima Zakuro. She died, huh? I didn't think she would die. Please don't die, got it? If you die, the police will come after me, you see? Just the implication was enough. Anything was fine, just so long as it made him fear me. My raise into tears to lead him to self-denial, which will eventually cause him to disappear. So I'll do anything if I have to. I mean, I completely forgot about that line. Was I supposed to think Tomasane was involved in Zakuro's suicide? Want another one? Here goes. What? My world was forcibly closed. I struggled, but I sunk down below consciousness as if there were weights tied to my legs. I screamed something out, but the words held no shape. The outline of my ego lost its shape. I sunk down into the depths, like a sugar cube dissolving in water. My ego tried to drag itself back out, the continuity of myself being myself. My consciousness melted and split apart. I lost the hands with which to struggle. I lost the arms with which to struggle. Down into the depths. Down into the depths. I sunk below the surface. The depths of my mind. A sinking self. A disappearing world. It watched the world. The lost world. Yeah.
空に帰れば僕になることができる。
That's child's voice? You think that's young Takuji or young other sibling?
ふざけるな！お前はなんかじゃない！うるさい！うるさい！僕はそう生まれたんだ！
Is this the end of Jabberwocky?
僕はじゃなくなったんだ！
No way. Why is here?
ユキね。
Who was that just now? Well, we have voice acting, so we know it's not. Well, I mean, I guess the brother could be voice acted too. Okay, that's not. That's not definitive. That's not definitive. Because if it's a male character that's not talking to you, they don't have voice acting, is what I thought. But like.
空に帰れば僕になることができる。
Takuji, you freaking guy! Wait, Yuki, shut up, you're just a commoner. What do you know? Yuki's blood. Because I'm the person who passed judgment upon all people. Because you're a commoner, Nissan, a commoner in the world. I won't die. Curse you, Tomasade. Curse you. Curse you. I won't die. Hosky's the one who will die if Hosky dies. True statement. So I'm assuming this has to do with their family being in the cult. Does this mean Yuki is a real person before this then? And that can mean that the Rabbit Hole 1 Yuki wakes up in the real Yuki's body, who's been in a coma this whole time. Yuki, I don't know Japanese! Coming words below the level of consciousness. Possibility and mirror. Doing Sora, yeah. Mamiya Takuji's curse. Tomosane. You have to protect her. Protect Hasaki-chan. The only one who can go any further, Tomosane. July 14th. Okay. Yeah, sure. We're not going to... I believe it's which streamed it? Where am I? Right. I lost consciousness when I tried to erase Mamiya Takuji. Oh, so they don't have the fight yet? This is the break period? How much time has passed while I was out? Quickly pulled out my phone and looked at the time. 2 hours? Wait. The date had already changed. An entire day had passed. What is this? The breaks in my continuity were getting worse. I was losing consciousness every time my concentration slipped. Consciousness. Now that I think of it, I felt like there's something I saw just before I lost consciousness last time. Something. Probably something I don't know. I don't know what that means. Ah! That feeling again. That feeling is... him. That existence, growing stronger by the day. Strength that could swallow me at any moment. It's not important. Reached out and grabbed the shadow before me. Right when I did... ah! The year 2012! Sanami Kotomi, White Lotus Association. Founders probably returned to the sky. The twins mistake the saviors torn to pieces. Ah! What were those words? Wait! Are we finally gonna... remember the ride in Rabbit Hole 1? Is that finally gonna be relevant? I knew some of those words. A lot of them I'd never seen before. Wait, that's in 2012. Wasn't the ride in 1999? Prophecy? July 20th, 2012? The twins. Torn to pieces. Not the bunny twins. That's the... was it said if Hasaki's younger brother was a twin or not? We're gonna assume they are. My thoughts are suddenly interrupted. Oh no. Mamiya Takuji turned around. A revolting person. He's had sex with the desk now. He's powered up. Felt a new sickening revulsion when I saw him. Worse than ever before. What's with him? Something different about him. Did something happen? Confidence? How did he change so much in a single day? That's what sex does to a person. Mamiya, you're kind of... huh? Mamiya-kun, what's up? A nuisance came into the room, but I ignored them. Mamiya. Mamiya-kun? Hey, you dumb piece of stuff? What's up with that goofy grin? Are you talking back to me? Apologize? What the frick are you talking about? Didn't I teach you better way to apologize to me, you little... is this Tomasonic? Yeah, okay. The atmosphere is clearly different. His attitude wasn't obedient at all. It's just the opposite. I don't like this face. What is this? What's he doing? I've seen this face before. I don't know if we've seen it in the story, but when I was looking for sprites, I've seen it. I don't like it. I know this Mamiya Takuji. I'd met this Mamiya Takuji before somewhere. In the distant past. At that time too, I was afraid of Takuji. Show me you're sorry with money. Bring me 20,000 yen. Includes what you were short last time. 200,000 yen, sorry. But look, I was bluffing. But like the perfect fool. But still, I believe that I'd get the same result as if nothing had changed in the relationship between myself and Mamiya. He'll just cry because he can't do anything. No, that's only what I wanted to believe. What, you don't care about the deadline? What? Do you have a way of getting the money? What do you say? What? Huh? Seriously, you're gonna give us money? Did you win the lottery? Really? Seriously? You don't mind? You finally feel like paying your debts for all those drugs you stole from us, huh? It must have been worth a million yen, you know? Shut up. Huh? Forget about it. But just, we're kidding about discussing like a million yen. If you can, you should really pay us back. No one said I was gonna pay you frickers. But you won the lottery, didn't you? Either way, you guys need to disappear. Huh? Don't make me say it again. Disappear. Yeah, I kind of forgot for a second, rather, just watching Fight Club go on. They both ran off in fear when I yelled at them. From their perspective, I offered to give them a ton of money and then suddenly got mad at them. Huh?
屈服させる力を持つ結城くんは本当にすごいね。
You little.
話がしたいんだろ。ここじゃない方がいい。
What do you say?
屋上でも行こうか。
Let's go to the roof. For some reason, those words made my heart race. Probably the typo. The rooftop. Mamiya Takaji on the rooftop. Those two words seem to resonate with just their gong frequency. They struck a dissonant chord in my heart. Dissonant. So is Takuji actually the brother who... Well... I'm trying to make sense of what happened in the the great incident, whatever you called it. All right, Mamiya-kun, you know, Takashi, what you said today really hurt my feelings. You're so well trained, and now you've gotten rebellious. Why are you speaking in, I assume, katakana? This is the rooftop, and class just started. No one will come here. No one will come to save you. Even if you die, no one will notice. Said it dramatically like that to give myself some confidence. My heart was pounding, like it would never calm down. Takuji's eyes looked me up and down. As I looked into his eyes, I was taken in by the impression that I was gazing into portals to hell. Jeez. Black pupils. Black pupils. Hell. Rooftop. Falling. Knife. Blood. Ah! Mysterious words suddenly floated into my brain. Associations my mind had never made before. Connections between words. An unstable frequency. The racing beat of my heart. Mamiya-kun? Is there something you want to say to me? Just to get the wrong idea after watching some dumb anime. You shouldn't understand the situation you're in right now. A preemptive strike. He didn't put all my weight into the blows, as I expected him to dodge it. My fist slammed into his nose, sending blood flying through the air. Has the pain reminded you of anything? In the end, that's all you are. That's all you're good for. You'll live your life being bullied by people who are stronger than you. There's nowhere for you to run. The only place you can run is to the grave. Go on, cry. Just like you always do. Cry. Ow!
痛いな。
Look at that face. Takuji.
痛いな。また鼻血が出ちゃったよ。君に昔鼻の骨を折られて以来、鼻血が出やすくなってるんだよ。君も白山のようになりたいのかい？殴った分だけむごたらしい死を用意してあげるから。
I wondered what you were gonna say. What are you on about? Do you catch some curse you read about in some occult magazine on Shiroyama? What's with that crap? You really are stupid, huh? You really think I'm scared of that stuff?
呪い？あれは呪いではないよ。あれは必然。
Huh? What are you talking
彼
about?
が死に、高島さんが死に、そして君が僕を痛めつける。それはすべて母によってプログラムされたことなんだよ。
Oh yeah, forget about the mom. Sanami Koto. I mean, we just saw her name, but still, what was that? His mother's name? I think Sanami was her maiden name. It's not important right now. My mind is confused. Calm down. Just focus on the person in front of you. Huh? What the hell are you going on about now? It's true. Something in Mamiya Takaji had changed. Still would never forgive him. Your mommy? Your mommy killed Chiyoyama and Takashima? You think she asked me to bully you?
君に何を言ってもわからないだろう。でもね、これだけは言えるんだよ。
What?
君の役目は終わった。
My role is ended?
そうだよ。終わったんだ。
What do you
僕
mean?
の精神を鍛錬するために存在していた君は、その役目を今日でついえるんだよ。
Huh? What are you talking about? Discipline your mind? You're such an idiot. Do you still have a brain left in that head of yours? I just thought you had a screw loose. I didn't know you'd gotten off the deep end already. I was wondering what you're gonna say. Well then, today I'll have to beat you harder than ever before. If I've given you the normal beatdown, I'll stick pencils in your ear and punch them. It'll be beyond painful. And I hurt you so bad you'll wish you could kill yourself. Here goes. What? I didn't let my guard down, I was sure of that. He's even more focused than when I fought Yuki, and he had no trouble grabbing me when I struck him. He dropped me to the concrete before I could pull my arm back. If he didn't react, I'd fall right on my head, and so I sacrificed the joint he had grabbed instead. Ah! Ugh.
Oh.
Preparing myself for the next blow. White-hot pain ran through my arm. The rest of my body was uninjured, since I took the hit well. More importantly, this battle. It's all happening in my mind. Unless Mamiya Takachi receives the same injury, I know it's not real. So if I just endure the pain, my arm will heal in a few minutes. Ew. I need to avoid any damage to my head. Damage to my brain will scatter my consciousness. If I lose consciousness here, there's no guarantee I'll get another chance. Especially now, since he doesn't desire the same result he once did, his own destruction. He wants to erase me, so that he alone will remain.
すごいね。君、勝負は一瞬につくと思ったけど、君は本当に強いんだね。
What do you say?
だって、僕は世界で最も強い人間なんだよ。
Yeah, but strongest person in the world versus strongest in the universe. What are you on
今
about?
の僕は、
We
歴
just
史
need
上
Yuki.
存在したどんな達人よりも強い。
He's doing the meme, he's doing the
そういうこ
meme!
となんだよ。
You're crazy. You really lose your marbles? I haven't watched or read Jujutsu Kaisen, so I don't know what the meme's about, but it made for a good thumbnail. It made for a good thumbnail. Oh, he's fast! Mamiya Takachi's attack. He seemed downright reckless. Overconfident? That was good news for me. Turned my back to him and quickly spun my body around. Of course, I lost sight of the enemy for a moment. I knew I couldn't defeat Mamiya without taking at least some risks. I hit Mamiya with a clean back fist. Ridiculous. You act like you're a black belt just because you learned a few tricks. You're gonna need another million years of training to match me. Oh no, the loser flag. He got lucky with that one. If I'd hit him right in the right spot, I would have won right then and there. But I missed his jaw, where I was aiming, by about 10 centimeters and ended up striking him in the cheekbone. A little lower. If I hit him in the jaw, the result might have been different. Mamiya Takachi could still fight. I was on the verge of despair as I spat these next words at him. Come on, I'll show you how strong you really are. I was right to be worried. I should have erased him sooner. By the time I realized, it was already too late.
なんて男だ。この僕がここまで。
You haven't beaten me until you've broken every bone in my body. I was losing my grip on consciousness. I heard a crunching sound as he dislodged one of my teeth. He must have kicked me. My head was spinning. But I held on to consciousness. Somehow. There's nothing I could do. Psh. Like hell, you're the strongest. Knock it off with your delusions. You're gonna need to kick harder than that if you want to kill me. Mamiya, remember this. If you don't kill me now, I'll end you next time. That's what it means to fight me. Mamiya Takachi! I'm done playing along with your delusions. That's right. Your delusional world? No. Your world itself will end. That's right.
なるほど。わかったぞ。
Understand what?
まだまだ僕の救世主としての修行は終わったわけではないというわけか。
Tomozone's got no idea what he's going on about. You're still going on about that?
君がそれほど強いのはそういうことなんだね。
Huh? What the hell does that mean?
君はいつでも僕に戦いを挑んでくるといいだろう。その度に僕は君を地に伏せさせるだろう。そしていつの日にか僕は君の体だけではなくこの僕の存在の前に
You crazy guy.
そうやって吠えているがいいさ。いつでもかかってくるといい。君の存在は僕が真の救世主に至るための布石にしか過ぎない。あるいは君との闘争こそが。そのため母親が君にそんな桁違いの力を与えたのであろう。
Every Jesus is a rival. Your mother? Just how crazy are you?
まあ今日はよく休んだらいいさ。さすがにその怪我じゃ再戦というわけにはいかないだろうからね。
Mommy let out a wild laugh in celebration of his victory. I was just thankful that it wasn't night, that there was no knife, and that Horsey wasn't there. Somehow, those thoughts floated up within me as I faded to black. Okay, so what happened then? So it was definitely a woman holding Horsey hostage, right? Wait, do I still have it? Oh, wait, there's a video. Well, there's a clearer one if I hit stop right now, but I don't want to do that. Wait, how far into the video are we? Like 35 minutes? Okay, I can call it there. But anyway, theory about what the great incident is. Okay. So there's a character called Tomosane there. There's a character named Yuki there. Wait, do you think it could be like a play on Yuki? Did they ever say Minakami in the flashback? Or just Yuki-san? Or was it... Well, did they say Yuki-ne? Tomosane is specifically referenced. Assuming this isn't... Well, no. Word commoners thrown out. Nissan. So... the younger brother... I'm not... Okay, so Takuji does something. Well... Shut up, you're just a commoner, what do you know? Yuki's blood slowly spilled out onto the cold sidewalk. As I held her in my arms, the blank slowly spilled out of her body. I was born to be the blank, so don't get in my way. If blank hadn't been born, then I would have saved the world. It's the blank at the end, I have to return to the world of the sky, just like the prophecy says. If blank dies, then... If blank returns to the sky. Yukine, you can't die, please. Takuji. I don't know, man. Okay, one of them... I can't tell if it's the younger brother or the older brother goes crazy over the cult stuff. And Yuki gets hurt over... If blank hadn't been born, then I would have saved the world. Because the blank at the end... So, he's... I'm assuming blank here is Horsey? So he's... I mean, that matches the CG of... Well, that's Yuki with the knife. Why does Yuki have the knife? Or Kimika. It could be Kimika. It could still be Kimika. Or the mother could be in play, but... I don't like... Shut up. They give me just enough that I could think on it, but it doesn't make sense. Can we go to when we streamed it yet? I mean, we might be about to go there. Did we? Wait, did you get like the next day thing? I don't even remember. Hold on, what day is it? The 15th? Okay, we're just gonna cut it there. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.